Mother Nature has once again provided for us. So I got this fine tom this morning, pretty good bird. I think he weighs around 22 to 24 pounds. Got about a 9 to a 10-inch beard on him. This is kind of an exciting weekend coming up. We have the 49th Regiment of Foot and the Glengarrys coming to do their spring training here at Kelly Station. And not only are we going to do their order of arms and marching and all that drill stuff, but I've loaded up a couple of hundred lead balls for the brown besses. We're going to be live shooting them at gongs and other games. And my hope was, I called them and said, we're going to try to feed you turkey. So I got mine, and my good friend Charlie's out there somewhere. I still haven't heard the report from his musket, but I'm hoping we get a second bird because I think we're going to have roughly 25 souls. And although this is a nice sized turkey, it's not going to feed 25 people. But I'll keep listening. I think I'm going to hear a bang here shortly. In the meantime, I'm going to get this guy plucked. It's interesting, we're right at the start of bird nesting season, and we got 70 some boxes about the woods, and we'll be seeing these feathers in their nesting boxes very shortly, so nothing will go to waste here. So got mine clean and plucked, and I said Charlie was out there in the bush, and by golly, if I didn't hear his musket go boom, and we got the job done. So we got enough food to feed the 49th Regiment of Foot and the Glengarrys when they all arrive tomorrow. So I'm standing in some very dated clothing. So our persona is 1750s, and today we're fast forwarding 62 years. Yep. And we have the improper flag flying because Ireland has joined the UK, and we have the King's colours flying right now, and we're going to replace it with the appropriate Union Jack.
Let's do it.
More appropriate flag, Ryan?
More appropriate.
Okay, we got the right colours. Here we have the Union Jack flying for our step forward in time instead of back this time. 62 years.
Yep. Order! Arm!
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Shoulder! Arm!
2.
Sup! Open! Pants!
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Port! Arms! Cast about, withdraw ramrod. As I walk by, ping them. Order! Arms!
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Stand at ease. Rest.
So this is going to be a fun day at Kelly's Station today because I've got, what, 18? You got 18 soldiers here roughly, 15, 18.
Yeah.
So I have that many indentured servants today. And they bought a new fly and it's up, but we had to cobble up some pegs. So we're going to have each soldier is going to have his first turn at the anvil. And even the lieutenant here, he's going to get dirty, tuck off that fancy frock, and we're going to get your hands dirty.
Perfect.
All right, let's get at it. So, half on, half off, a slight angle, Ryan.
Yep.
And you'll be good to go. The thing is not to waste time. That should have been a little closer, but you're going to get it out, have the hammer in the hand. Are you left-handed?
Yes, left-handed.
Left-handed. And as fast as you can get that first blow, you're going to take advantage of the heat.
Yep.
And you should be able to do it in one heat.
Here's
Challenge
hoping.
is
Here's
on.
hoping.
Okay, half on, half off. There you go. Okay, could I just demonstrate for a minute?
Yep.
You've got
Oh,
it.
I forgot that.
Yeah. So
turn.
so you're half on, half off.
Yep.
You're gonna do that.
Yep.
You see it drawing to a point.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna get it back in the fire again
Yep.
here. So keep in mind, whatever you're doing on the top with that hammer, you're replicating it on the bottom. So you're putting that angle on the top, you're also putting it on the bottom. By turning it 90 degrees each time, you're creating that point, yeah? Okay, there you go, Ryan. Might want to choke in on your hammer just slightly, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to take it. Ryan, you're going to be my striker.
Okay.
So middle of the anvil for each blow back here, we're going to straighten it. One blow. Whoa, that's good. And another blow there. Good. That's pretty straight. Now back to your point. I'm just going to be your, there you go. Just focus on that point. That's about good enough.
Okay.
We can straighten it after, so just focus on that point. I think you're done. Let's have a look.
It's not as pointiest.
Well, you don't want it like a sharp point because then you hit
Right,
stones,
right.
it's going to fold it over.
Okay.
Look at that.
Straight enough?
One heat, no bends. Okay. Okay, you take that and you put it in the little quench pail over here.
I forgot to wipe that too.
If you were actually an apprenticeship, the first thing the smith would do is give you a piece of raw material, let's say square, and he'd say, make it round. And then once you got it round, he'd say, okay, make it square. And then he'd say, okay, I want an octagon, and then a hexagon. And then he'd say, make it round again. So you would work with the same piece of steel for maybe a week, and you would do nothing but try to replicate those shapes that he's asking you to do. Okay, you can power it yourself. And you're right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, so as quick as you can get that first blow in, you're taking advantage of that heat. Raise this hand up a little bit, not quite that far, about there, okay? And a little harder blows. That's pretty good, I think. You don't want it sharp, sharp. And then the last thing is you put it on the anvil and sight down it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see there's a slight bend, so you want to hit right there in
Okay.
the center. One good hard whack. Good. Maybe there. It's pretty good. And into the quench pail. Next. Good. Good. Perfect. Next.
March! Left, step right, step left, step right, haltress! Far too fast. Far too fast. Section will advance 5 paces. March! Left, right, left, right, left, haltress!
At the ordinary. March.
Left, left, left.
Halt. March.
Left, left, left.
Halt, left wheel. Halt. March.
Left, left, left.
Order. Arms.
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Fix. Bayonets. Shoulder. Arms.
1, 2.
Port. Arms. Charge. Bayonet.
So a wee bit of life behind the scenes. It's not all soldiers on the field. We have Susanne and Joanne. Joanne's been preparing fine meals for us this weekend. Thanks, Joanne. And Susanne is demonstrating a pretty authentic, if not a real one, a really good reproduction of a spinning wheel that was probably used from the, say, the early 1700s to about the mid 1800s.
I'm spinning wool to make mitts for the soldiers for the winter. It's nice and thick and fluffy. I'll put 2 strands together and ply them, and then felt them a little bit and make really warm mitts for them that will last a whole winter.
And yet another first at Kelly Station. We have our first settler. So we've got Susanne again, and she's not just a spinner of wool, but she's our first settler, and perhaps more in the future. And she's got lots of her wares down here. But the coup de grace is she's brought along a whole bunch of beautiful French amber flints, and I hope sales have been good for you. So I've had some amazing comrades join us here at Kelly Station this weekend, and I can't thank you enough. You brought your troops. So over on my far left, I've got Jonah from the 100th. He's kind of dressed down today. He's normally a captain, correct?
Yes.
You're a lowly private today now. Well, we'll have to put you to work with the work party. We got Jesse here, a sergeant major with the Glengarrys.
Yes.
And you drove all the way from Nova Scotia.
I did.
That's
Call me foolish? No, not at all.
There we go.
This was worth it entirely.
Perfect.
Yes,
We're
thank
happy to have you. And we got Ryan from the 49th, a lieutenant. And so we think about life during the War of 1812, and we visualize the battlefield and guns and cannons going off. But that was really a small part of that war, or any war for that matter. There was a lot of things that they had to do that wasn't on the field fighting. Work parties, which your troops have gladly volunteered to participate. We're going to move a few logs and get in preparation for putting up the next portion of the palisade walls. But they had to forage for food. They had to make camp, cut firewood. And I understand you guys didn't want an idle soldier. So, what's that old saying in the Army? Hurry up and wait. You'd make them polish muskets or bayonets for the day, have them all polished up.
Yes.
Anyway, shall we take advantage of this and actually get some logs
Definitely.
ready to
Why
go
not?
up?
Let's get them.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.